Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're getting into a really shocking true story. It's about Jack Watkin, a young British influencer. You might know him from Rich Kids of Instagram.
Oh, yeah, that whole scene.
Exactly. And our mission today is to really unpack how he used that digital fame, that allure of luxury, to pull off a pretty sophisticated scam.
And it revolved around Hermes Birkin bags, of all things.
The most coveted handbags out there.
Hmm.
So yeah, this deep dive, it's not just about the fraud itself, but also what it tells us about, aspiration, trust, and what's hiding behind those perfect online profiles.
Well, what's fascinating or maybe disturbing is how carefully Watkin built that online image.
Right.
He really crafted this facade of huge wealth, designer gear, posing at the Dorchester, Harrods.
The whole 9 yards.
Exactly. And it wasn't just showing off that image, that whole lifestyle projection. It was the bedrock of the deception. It made him seem legitimate, almost irresistible.
And the Birkin bag was just the perfect lure, wasn't it? It's seen as the holy grail of handbags.
Absolutely. It's iconic.
Prices start around £8,000, right? But some go for insane amounts on resale, like over £250,000. I remember that one in Hong Kong.
Yeah, the resale market is wild.
So that scarcity, that status,
Yeah.
it just makes it prime territory for a scam artist.
Well, it's not just the price tag. Getting one directly from Hermes is notoriously difficult. There are waiting lists, purchase histories. It's a whole process.
Oh, okay.
And that exclusivity, much of it manufactured, fuels this huge, often unregulated resale market. Watkin tapped right into that desire. He made it seem like he had the special connections, the inside track.
The secret key.
Precisely. Bypassing the unattainable.
Okay, so he's got this amazing online persona. He's chosen the perfect high-status item. How did he actually, turn clicks into cash fraudulently? What was the pitch?
The pitch itself was remarkably simple, almost elegant in its deceit, essentially. Give me your money. I've got the connections to get these Birkins that nobody else can. Then I'll flip them, and we split the profits.
Sounds great on paper, if it were true.
Exactly. But the reality, starkly different. There were no bags, no special connections, definitely no profits for investors.
So where did the money go?
Straight into his own pocket. He was living this incredibly lavish lifestyle, the fancy hotels, the designer clothes you saw online, all funded directly by the victim's money.
Wow. And it wasn't just a small operation, was it? The scale seems significant.
Oh, absolutely. We're talking over £200,000 taken from quite a range of people.
Like who?
Business owners who you'd think might be savvy, luxury goods enthusiasts, but also just everyday people hoping for a good return.
Just everyday people. That's rough. There was that one specific example, wasn't there? A woman who invested thousands.
Yes, thinking she was securing a limited edition Birkin. She had no idea her money was basically paying for Watkin's room service and bills at, ironically, the Dorchester.
The very place he used to build his image? The audacity.
It's quite something. And one detective working the case put it really well. He said he built his entire persona on Instagram. Fancy hotels, luxury cars, designer fits. And that following allowed him to become the fraudster we now know. His charm, his pitch, it clearly worked on people.
It shows how powerful that curated online image can be. But the story takes an even darker turn, doesn't it, as the police investigated the fraud?
It does, and this part is deeply disturbing. While digging into the financial crimes, investigators found something else entirely on his phone.
Something unrelated to the bags?
Completely unrelated and far more serious. They discovered indecent images of children, including images classified in the most severe legal category. It revealed a hidden depravity that went well beyond financial scamming.
So he's facing consequences for that as well?
Yes, he's actually already been convicted on 9 counts related to those images. And now on top of that, he's facing these 6 new fraud charges. Sentencing for everything is set for this September.
It's just a chilling combination. So pulling this all together, what's the takeaway here for you listening?
Well, it really highlights how easily appearances can deceive online.
Instagram made Watkin look like royalty, as the source material puts it. But beneath the filters...
Beneath the filters was a fraudster. And worse.
He wasn't selling luxury, really. He was selling aspiration. But he delivered devastation. He used that shiny illusion to build a trap, essentially, made of misplaced trust.
Which leads to some very direct advice, actually coming straight from the investigation sources.
What's that?
Basically, if someone contacts you promising huge profits from reselling Birkin bags, especially without any concrete proof, just run. Don't walk. Run.
That seems like sound advice. It underscores that vigilance is key.
Absolutely. And in this digital age, the real danger, the real con, isn't always just what you see online.
It's often what you want to believe, isn't it? That desire for easy money or access to something exclusive.
Exactly. It prompts us to be more critical, doesn't it? To really question these images of effortless luxury, and especially those get-rich-quick schemes that seem too good to be true online.
Because they usually are.
Almost always.
So maybe the final thought to leave you with is this. How much do our own desires, our own aspirations for wealth or status make us vulnerable? How much do they influence what we choose to believe, especially when looking through the filtered lens of social media?
That's the question to really ponder. How much are we projecting our own wishes onto these online facades?